Get yourself some space, let's get warm. It's a nice, simple, effective mobility warm-up for us to get started. So, pop your feet together, everybody. Turn your toes out for me. And take the heels in line, so the second and third toe is tracking with the knees and the hips. The shoulders are set right up, back and down, and we've got a little pull in the midsection. So we're nice and proud and ready to go. Alright, so we start with a little arm movement. So you're just going to let your arm come up to the top, and then you're going to let it come to the front. So let's start that off. So one to the top, and then one to the front. Okay? Just keep that going on here. Oops. Wrong button, sorry. We've got one without a video on. Come on, get that video on so I can see you. There you go. Thank you very much. I like to see you doing it with me. Right, let's get a circle on this arm, yes? Let it now just come up and around. Remember, it's your range of movement with everything, guys, so just go where you can with it. Change direction, please. Alright, let's go on to that other arm now. So one to the side, one to the front. So remember, the first bit is just to get the body moving, to get it mobile, and just to get stuff switched on. Right, let's get into that circle again on this arm now. So up and around. Don't worry about any clicking or creaking or whatever you've got going off today. We'll get that sorted out for you and give you somewhere new to ache. Change direction. Okay, relax the arms and just come into a little shoulder roll now with both shoulders. So really get that up, back and around for me with it. Whole time, everything's staying as it is with lower body and the weight's evenly distributed, yeah? Other way, please. Okay, now shrug. Yeah. Okay, so let's start to get a bit more movement now. Lift both arms up to the front for me. Okay, and then open them out wide, bring them back in and lower down. Yeah, simple combo to start you off. So up, out, in and down. Now as your arms go out, I really want you to get that bit of a squeeze at the shoulder blades so the chest lifts a little and you can just feel a little bit of an expand, so we're just opening it up, yeah? You're getting a squeeze at your shoulder blades. Then instead of taking your arms out wide, let's add a twist now. So arms up in front, open out nice and wide up behind you, and then change sides. Now relax your arms and we'll repeat that again. So you just come forward, open, centre, release. Relax your arms and just come into a little twist side to side. Just let everything release through. Let your arms come a bit higher, yeah, a bit more floppy, a little bit more twist if you can. You can add the heel now. So if you let your heel turn a bit, you'll just get a bit more range of movement side to side. Lovely. Alright, come into a pedal. So it's an alternate foot, please, and all I want you to do is just lift one heel and then the other. And as you lift the heel, you really want to get the foot as high as you can, so you get a little stretching towards your toes as well. Pedal through the feet. Really push the heel down as it goes onto the floor. And then from a single foot, we'll turn it into a roll through the foot now, so both toes up and both heels up. Keep the balance for me, yeah? Try not to rock or fall over. Just get that little lift and lower. Lovely. So a few more. And we'll just get a little movement now again through that upper body. So drop the head down towards the chin to chest. Get that round up in your upper back. Yeah. And then just squeeze your blades, lift your chest, move your head up. So drop the head down, arch up, lift it up, squeeze, look up to ceiling. Again, get that little bit of an expand in your chest for me. Alright, let's go back into a few shoulder rolls, just roll it through. Other way. I think upper body's a bit warm now, yeah? Give me another twist. Alright, so let's start doing something for that lower half of the body, yeah? So, let's transfer the weight across to your left leg. So keep the heel in the ground, soften that knee. Now this right leg straightens off and you're just going to do a little brush forward and back. Now you can have your hands here or here, whatever helps you, whatever suits you, yeah? Just keep the leg straight for me and go forward and back. So that knee stays soft, so you're getting a bit of a load into the leg to start warming it up, yeah? And here we're stretching through hip area and waking up the glute with this little extension. Then we can keep going forward and back, but make it a half circle for me. So it goes front to back. Now we're trying not to bend the legs, so keep it as straight as you can as it goes forward and back. And then try and keep this body nice and still. So really focus on the centre, yeah? Right, let's do the same on our other leg now, forward and back everyone. So again, just nice and lifted and brushing forward and back. So again, knee is soft, leg forward and back. And then from that forward and back, we'll turn it into that half circle. So again, try and keep that leg straight. Take your time with it, we're not rushing. Not going anywhere for a while yet. Okay, right, come into centre, just pedal the legs through. Calves should feel a little bit warm from that. So I'll bring a little bit more direction in. Still getting round glute and hip, but still focusing on that little bit of single leg stability as well at the same time. Okay? So, all we need to do is again, soften our left knee now, and just sit a little bit more into it. Yeah. Now take that right leg in front, just keep it a little bit off the floor, give it a small up and down move. Upper body's still doing nothing. So make sure you sit in the hip and bum just that little bit back, yeah, so you're loaded up in your leg. Open it to the side now, and just let it lift up and down. And again, hands wherever helps you. Try not to touch the floor if you can help it. And then take the leg to the corner, to the back corner, yeah? So it's not straight behind you like we just did on the brush, it's on that diagonal. Let's change leg now. Lovely. So these legs nicely getting warm. Again, just sit into it a bit first, and now up and down at the front. To the side. Get that weight in that leg, remember, yeah? And then take it on the diagonal. So it's still going backwards, but you go into that back corner, yeah? Lovely. Nice work, everyone. Come back into centre now. So we've done a lot with that single leg. I'm going to do a little bit more with it, with a little bit of a squat now. So what I want you to do is lift the heel. So back into centre position, of course, everything back in line. Lift the right heel for me. So your left leg's going to do all the squatting. So that heel stays up, and you're just going to sit into a single leg squat and then stand back up. Let's go. So sit the hip and bum back. So you're going deeper now, but there's no weight in this leg because obviously your heel is lifted up. It is moving your leg, but the focus is on the back leg, yeah? We use our arms to keep our posture, so we're not leaning forward. It's nice and tall, straight back. And hopefully you're just feeling a little bit warmth into the leg. You want to make sure that that knee is tracking in line with the toe as you sit back and down, yeah? And then all I want you to do is put the heel down on that foot, lift the other heel now, and off we go. Same again, other leg now. So sit and stand. So really sit into and push. Hopefully the leg just with this one catching up now and feeling warmer. Okay, just give me one more. And now we're going to go into a little roll down stretch. So again, everything's as it was in centre. Drop your head, relax your shoulders, and just gently to start to tip forward. And reach towards the floor for me, please. And you just come where you individually can go. So if you can touch the floor, you touch the floor. If you can't, you just go where you can. What you do need is your head tucked in and your body weight tipped forward in towards your toes rather than your heels, so you can really lengthen through your legs. And then that head towards the knees, tuck it right in, feel that stretch coming up the back. Now slowly come back up. And do a quick reset at the top. Lovely. So just quick reset, come back into the room, especially if you're not used to this move. So we'll just do it again, we'll hold it a little bit longer and just get a little bit more from it. So you ready? Relax, reset, come on down. So again, you just go where you individually can go. Don't worry if you can see anybody else who's logged on or you're comparing to me. I might be a bit further than you, or hey, you might be further than me. It doesn't matter, as long as we're all feeling our stretching and we're pushing it, that's all that matters. So let's take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, just try and tip a bit more in, head, body weight, and enjoy that stretch through. Don't hold your breath, keep breathing. And then come back up. And you know when you're getting that little bit more out of it, because it just gets a bit harder to stand back up. Okay? We'll go down one more time, and we're just going to add a little bit of a straighten and bend from one leg to the other just to finish it, okay? So you ready? Let's go back down one more time. Come on down. Now really press and push in. Hopefully you're back to where you were before when you'd increased it. That's your new point that you're trying to start with. And then one leg straightens and then the other knee bends slightly. So really go for that straight leg on one and just keep a soft knee bend on the other. Lovely. Right, just relax now. Keep breathing. And slowly come back to standing, everyone. Once you're at the top, reset yourself, yeah? Lovely. Well done, everyone. We're warm, we're ready for the workout now. Get yourself a quick drink. I'm going to take you down onto the floor, please. Okay, so once we're all down, I need you on your hands and knees, please. Now, when we're on our hands and knees, a couple of things we don't want to happen is we don't want any slouching here and we don't want any overextending. So just find a tabletop back point where you can pull the middle in to activate your midsection. Okay, and then make sure the hands stay under the hips. Set the shoulders away, and hopefully now you've found yourself a nice straight line. You've got that nice little pull on the middle to start engaging that core, and that's it. Now, anybody who has issues with wrists, we could always transfer this to fist instead if we need. Okay, you choose what suits you. And we're just going to start with just the one leg, and you're just going to start with an out and in with it. So when you're ready, let's go. So extend that leg out and in. You don't want it any higher than your body. And you just bring the knee under the hip and extend it out. So we're going to get movement around the glute, the hamstring, the hip. We've got a bit of weight bearing here, so shoulders are in. The whole time we're trying to keep as still as possible and keep everything in place so the core's working. And of course, don't hold your breath. And then from a straight leg, take it, well, it's still straight, but just let it go to that diagonal that I did with your standing. Remember, just go into the back corner, then knee back under hip. Then we'll change it to our other leg, everyone. So straight leg first, straight back, and in. Again, just check what's happening with your upper body. We don't want the shoulders to have slouched. So I want to keep that little back and down as much as we can. Keep that back straight, middle tight. When you're ready now, we're going to take it back to that diagonal. Out. Out. Stay tight in your middle. And then from here, let both knees come back under hips. And just again, take a quick reset here. Now, go to one arm, it doesn't matter which arm, take it out in front of you, and just give it a reach forward and back. It's just a little bit of a pull. Now what can happen is we'll sink our weight back. We don't want that to happen, guys. Keep it as it was. Try not to sit back. Stay central. Now reach it to a diagonal like you did with the leg and bring it back into the centre. So that elbow comes right in towards you. So again, it's a little bit more stability challenge now. Getting that arm out and in. Still trying to maintain this centre still. And just feel down the back of the body, warming. Stability challenge. Let's change arm now to the front. Ready? Off you go. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Again, try not to let this body sit back. It's easier said than done, isn't it? Sometimes it just naturally happens. Then we get that little reminder there to make sure we're not doing it. To the side, everyone. Let's go. Reach it out, bring it back in. And stop. Lovely. Right, stay here and now let everything drop down in that centre. So you've got that drop. Now tuck in, come up to a cat stretch. So you want the chin right in and head down, and arch your back as much as you can. And then release it through. And again, tuck it in, arch it up, everyone. And release it through. So really working through that centre with it and really arching that back. Find that tension you may have in your back and really push through it and release. And now let's take a little seat back into a child's pose stretch. So let the hips and bum sit right back and let the head come down as you walk your arms out in front and hands. Sink into it. Just feel that stretch through that upper body mainly and down the back. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Alright, lovely. Come on down to the floor now, everyone. And just get yourselves comfortable for me, okay? So, we're going to start working a little bit more through the back. That first little bit just gets things moving, gets things going, yeah, gets us prepared and ready for this next bit, which is our back extensions. So if you come on down for me, everyone, and just relax your arms by your side, please. And relax your shoulders, bring the feet together, squeeze your bum nice and tight. Now take a deep breath in, everyone. And we just lift that chin and chest up as far as it'll go. And then relax it back down to the floor and breathe out. So breathe in, lift up, breathe out, lower down, please. So it's up and down. Okay, so we've got this, a nice simple move where we're just lifting as high as we can go into a back extension until the back says, no, I can't get any further today, and then you relax it back down. Now, just start to lift an alternate leg with you. So now we're going through just a little straight leg lift. The hamstring and glute is already nice and warm from that first section, so should move pretty freely, and you should feel more or less straight away the recruitment of the glute and hamstring. That's going to allow us to get more into that lower back as well. And as we go in later on, always remember, guys, you can always drop down to something we were doing before. That's okay if it's not quite you today, but always try these add-ons for a good couple of repetitions before you make that decision. Now we can start to do it as a double leg if you want. So really going for that lengthen and relax. Up and down. Make sure there's no weight pressing into the hands or arms to push you up, because if we do that, we'll take the work away from that lower half of the body, and we don't want that, do we? No, we want to keep that work in that back. Okay, leave it there, nice work. Right, just watch me for a second. The arms. So I've got my arms out nice and wide at the side. I'm going to keep the head in the mat, and you just lift one arm at a time. That's it. I think you'll be alright with that, yeah? So drop your head down, relax the shoulders back and down, keep the feet together, get that squeeze at the glute again, because we want to recruit that. Straighten these arms off, and just give me an alternate arm lift. Ready, set, go. So lift the arm and lower, lift the arm and lower. So breathing in, breathing out, lifting and lowering. Try it as a double arm now. So both arms lift up and both arms down. Now we don't want to overextend, so we're still just going to shoulder height. But we want to find that little bit of a squeeze at the blades as you do it, okay? Make sure you've not forgot to keep clenching your bum cheeks together for me. Up and down. So we'll create a combination now where it goes single, single, and a little double squeeze. Are you ready? We go single, single, double squeeze, 1 and 2. And again, single, single, double squeeze, 1 and 2. Good. Now keep it going, but turn the thumbs up to the ceiling now. So your palms are facing forward. And what that's done is that's made you a little bit more aware of how that upper body is in position. So it just helps get the shoulders set a bit further back and down so we can really hit into that posterior chain side, the top part of it, yeah? Now, lift the chin and chest up into a small back extension, not too high. I just want you lifted off the floor, so now the arms don't touch the floor, yeah? Single, single, double still. If you want to lift your legs, you can lift your legs as well. Now keep going, but turn your thumbs down, and it's still single, single, double. Don't touch the floor. Just got a few more and then I'm done with you. So come on, don't lose it. Keep squeezing. Well done everyone, relax down. Nice little bit of shoulder there, yeah? Right, let's have a little sit back and release off, yeah? Then we can come back into a little bit more work. Relax yourself down. Lovely. So, that's our pulling. I want a bit of pushing for you today as well, okay? So pushing, we're going to use our upper body weight, okay, as resistance. We're going to work on how we can push ourselves away from something, okay? So all I want you to do is take your hands nice and wide and put your palms flat to the floor, like a press up, yeah? Because that is essentially what you're going to do. Just watch first though. So hands are in line with shoulders, yeah? Shoulders are set back and down. All we do is push through the palms so the body lifts as one. And then you see I've got my knees away from hips and then I come back down and again my whole body moves as one. I don't do this, watch. You're not coming up to a cobra and then lifting it up like this because that's not the right bit and then doing it like that. And we're not rolling and we're not thrusting, none of that, yeah? It's just straight up and down. So that's your focus of really going for it. Alright, so should we do it? Yes. from the beginning then. Set the shoulders. Let's push from the ground, lift ourselves up, and then push back down to the floor. So you really get to use a full range push-up for this. From the floor, push through the palms, and then come back down. Full lift. I want us to add a little bit of arm movement on the floor. So when you've come down to the floor, take your hands off the ground and get a little squeeze at your blades, and then do it again. Push out the ground, lift up, and come back down. Then squeeze. Now this does give plenty of resistance for everyone. And this might be you today. Or you might just want to try a couple with your toes, yeah? So what you can do is straighten the legs first, then push out the ground, lift your body as one, and then come back down, and then again get the squeeze. Again, what I don't want from this is to now see people going on toes, but having that thrusting action going through the press up, because you're not going to get anything out of it. You might as well as stay on your knees. So give it 1 or 2 reps and then drop back down. You'll know if you're thrusting or not, and moving through the middle. So choose something that you can maintain. But well done for trying, of course. Okay, so finish the one you're on and come back down to the floor. I'm just going to add now a back extension to it, just a little bit more back work before we move into our next bit. So all you do now is we've got that arm lift there, so we might as well as lift the whole body if we want to, or just the upper body and keep the legs down, yeah? So just add me a little back extension now, 1 leg, 2 leg or no leg, all right? Are we ready? Have a quick roll through shoulders first. Might need to shake off of your arms, yeah? And then position ourselves back in. Let's do our back extension first. Everybody up, squeeze, breathe in. Breathe out. Now do your press up. And back down. 1 back extension. 1 press. Everything moving as one, remember guys? Take your time, you don't have to rush. There's no set amount that you're going to do in the time that I'm giving you to do it. And hopefully we can feel that bit of resistance now. Right, the one you're on now is your last one. And once you're done, you can sit yourself up and have a little rest. Well done, everyone. Once you've had a little breather, turn yourself over, and we're going to go into a little bit of hip and core, yeah? Relax into the ground. We will just begin with a bog standard crunch, okay? And then I'm just going to start adding a bit more in along the way. Alright, so take the hands to the back of your head, feet hip width apart, small gap between your heel and bum, relax shoulders, and now pull that middle in nice and tight so your back pushes down into the floor and you can feel this little tilt happen here. And let's take a deep breath in and breathe out, crunch up, breathing on the way down. So just lift. So the midsection worked earlier when we were on hands and knees, and then it's just worked as you were doing your press-ups, because it was all about keeping everything in that still straight line. Now it gets its own section, okay? Now keep the crunch and start to lift one knee at a time in line with your hip. So just crunch and lift the knee and relax it down. So we can start to move around the hip and start activating into lower abdominals. I'm going to add an extra rep in now. Hold the next one up. Now twist, elbow towards the knee. Come back to centre and lower down. Change leg. Lift up centre. Add a little twist. Centre down. Now, straight away, do not move that knee. It has to stay there in line with your hip. You're lifting up across towards it. Okay? So you're getting that distance across to activate your waist. So just settle into this for a while. Just feeling that little stretch across your waist. You're not pulling on head or neck, chin is staying in. And the twist has got to come from you, remember, to go towards that knee. Don't bring that knee in towards you. It's okay to have a gap. Noticing as you're getting a bit warmer now, you should be able to get that little bit further across. So try a little bit more range if you can. Again, without moving the knee. Okay, so let's do one more on each leg. So do the one you've just done, and now do one more on each leg. Nice work, everyone. Alright, so now bring the hands either by your side or put them at the top of your bum, bottom of your back for me, yeah? Now relax the head and shoulders firmly down into the floor again and pull that middle in so you're pushing down into the ground. Lifting the legs up to the ceiling now, nice and straight. We'll start with a simple leg extension. So all you do is lower it down and back up and then change to the other leg. So keeping that body still. As your leg goes down and up, that's when that back would want to arch and pull, and I don't want that to happen. So pick a depth that suits you. So you might not be a few inches off the floor, you might just want to go 3/4 of the way down, or even half the way down. As long as you're feeling that little bit of resistance through your middle, that's all that matters, okay? Keep breathing. Now we're going to add circular direction and action to it, so we can really get some good work and a stretch around our hip as well. So take the leg down and then open it wide at the bottom and lift it back up. And then change. So drop down, open wide and back up. Now again, it's another one of those moves that is yours. And we're all different flexibilities and makeups in the spine. So, spine. Oh, God, listen at me. Go on, what they're called? Hips, yeah? So, only go as wide as your flexibility allows. But as long as you're feeling a stretch, yeah? You can feel that resistance there. Now let's reverse it so the leg goes out, down, and then lift up. Out, down, lift up. So it's the same move, we've just reversed in direction. Right, let's have a quick reset. Quick hug there. So just to get a little bit more from that now, we're going to double up to 2 legs, everyone, and do both at the same time. Again, it's another one of those, give it a rep or 2. If it's not for you, then go back to a single leg, obviously. Or you could create your own little combination where you go single, single, double. Okay, play around with it. Do your best to get as much out of it as you can. So let's reset the hands wherever we have them. Top of the bum or by the side of the waist. Pull the middle in, push the back down, and then lift the legs up to ceiling. And from here, everyone, let's go into our leg combination. Drop down the middle, and then open wide and lift up. And again, drop down the middle, open wide, and lift up. So tight, a little bit more recruitment on the middle. Now we're going to change direction. Open it wide, lower down, lift up the center. And stop. Relax. Well done. Good job, everyone. Give yourself a little bit of a hug for me. We're going to hit into some stretches now. Give yourself a nice hug. And relax off side to side. And then give him a little circle around. And the other way. Get that little release through. Lift the head and shoulders up, give yourself a little hug. Tuck in. I'm going to take the arms a bit tighter. Just let that body fall into the mat. Okay. Pop your left foot to the floor. Keep holding your right leg and just pull your knee in as much as you can. Just get a little bit of, you'll just feel a bit of something in the hip, yeah, a bit of a release of any tension that's there. We're going to stretch it though, don't worry. Now extend that leg up to the ceiling and hold it wherever you need to. So you get a hamstring stretch. You can have your hand at your calf or at your hamstring, you might be at the ankle or foot. Again, it depends on flexibility. Just keep the legs straight so you can feel the stretch in the hamstring. Then if you can, a bit further back, just to lengthen it out a bit more. Now, bring the knee back in and hug it one more time. Relax it down. Right, let's change it now to that other leg. Pull the knee in first, everyone. Now take the leg up, straighten it off. Pull it a bit further back if you can. Bring the knee back in, give it a hug. And relax that leg down as well. Now straighten both legs off, take a full stretch back. Take a little arch up at your back for me. Just relax into a stretch. Just breathe. And now from here, see if you can sit yourself up to a full crunch. So arms come forward, head, shoulders start to lift, and then if you can, heel the body off the floor without throwing your arms or coming up on your elbow, yeah? You just roll, ooh, it's a bit slow, yeah, but you can still get up, roll it up. Lovely. Right, sit forward into a seated spine stretch. So you could take a deep breath in from here, lift up nice and proud, breathe it out and reach down. Now we're reaching towards the ankles, the legs, the toes, the feet, wherever you can go at this stage, yeah? Really push into it. Drop the head down in between the arms and allow your body to drop down. Just really hold into a stretch for me. Some days will be better than others, yeah? If you're a bit tight in your hamstrings, you might not be able to get as far. Take a deep breath in, breathe it out, just try and push it a bit further down if you can. Bend the arms a bit more. And then relax and sit yourself up. So keep your legs straight, lift your body up nice and straight, take your arms out wide, and just give me a twist side to side, nice and slow. Keep it straight and tall, yeah? Just keep breathing, keep twisting. And relax down. Now bring that left leg for me across, grab it with your right arm, and then just hold it for a glute stretch. Then I want you to use that spare hand, yeah, and go for a bit more of a squeeze. And hopefully you can just feel a bit more stretch in the glute, yeah. Silence. Okay, let's change leg now. So again, grab your leg, use your opposite arm first, get it pulled in, alright, get settled, and then once you're settled, pull in nice and tight. Now from here, just straighten that leg back off again. And take your arms out wide again. Now, take your right hand towards the floor, and then your left arm comes all the way across to the ear, and take a little bit of a side stretch here. Now, don't be bringing it forward, you want to stay opened up, yeah? And if you can drop down to your elbow, but don't be sitting back, you've got to be still in that side, yeah. And hopefully you can just feel a little increase in your stretch now. bring yourself up and I'll take it to the other side. So hand first, remember? And stretch across. And then if you can, down onto your elbow again. Again, keep that arm up, not in front of you. Sit up now. Take the arms in front, round up that upper back, drop that chin, and just get that stretch. Find that release round back of your shoulders and that upper back. Now take the arms behind you, squeeze them, take your arms away from you, lift up nice and straight, and just find a little bit of an open in the chest. Relax. Turn it over onto the hands and knees, everyone. And again, just do a couple of those cat stretches I got you doing earlier. So hands under shoulders, knees and the hips, let everything drop. And then arch everything up. And again, let everything drop. Arch up and drop. Okay, from here, let's sit back into a child's pose stretch. So hips and bum back again. Hands walk out in front. And stretch it long. Head down, arms long, back straight and long. Now, lift that bum a little bit down, tuck the toes under, lift your bum nice and high. Into a little bit of a down dog here. Push through the palms, you might just want to walk in a little bit. And really just get that nice release again. Still through that upper body, but down the backs of the legs now as we try and push the heels down towards the floor. And then walk your hands to your feet to a roll down stretch. Just like we did at the beginning. Head right in, nice and relaxed. And then come up to standing. We'll just take a little release into the quads. So bring one heel up to bum for me. Grab hold of it. Balance if you need it, put an arm out or wherever you need it to go. But pull as tight as you can and push your hips forward, yeah? Let's change leg, everyone. Same again. Heel to bum, knees together. Ooh, balance. Balance, balance, balance. Relax it down. Take a couple of rolls. One way, then we'll go the other way. And take a little release off side to side. Everybody okay? Yeah? Of course you are. Well done this morning, evening, afternoon. Give yourselves a little clap. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, you guys, yeah? See ya.
Thank you.